This is Fifth Edsley, and this is the Thrival channel. So this is the first time I'm using the fairy tarot cards deck. Last time in the part one video, we used the mahogany tarot deck, and this is a bit of an unboxing. I've already unboxed this, but it's the first time unboxing it for y'all. So I'm really amped about that. There's some beautiful, beautiful cards in this deck. As you can see, this is kind of all the covers of the particular cards. It's like this kind of fairy on the cover itself, and it's just beautiful. I love the artwork and the design of the cards. With the little backs, you can see like the full thing. But yeah, so this is the part 2 video. Basically in part 1, what I remember is us kind of talking about the manifestation of what's to come. It's like you're experiencing a rebirth currently, and we're going to build off of that energy and take it from there. So what can I see for the collective? I haven't really shuffled these cards yet, so it'll be interesting. They're pretty big cards. I might actually shuffle them in 2 different piles at first. And they're kind of still stuck together a little bit, which I like because they're pretty big like cards. So when shuffling, I'll probably do more of just like an overhand shuffle. Ooh. The wind blew over. Yeah, this is just a part 2 video. So for the collective, what can we see building off? I definitely saw, like, in the last video, there was kind of an ending to something, or definitely like a new beginning. We didn't receive the Fool card, but we definitely learned that you were back into creation mode. Hence probably why you were watching these videos again. So we have the Princess of Summer. I love this card. This is probably one of my favorite cards in the deck. Interestingly enough, it is, I just checked another card just to make sure, but isn't that beautiful how we actually picked the card? Not all of them look like the cover, meaning like the back of the card. Do you notice how it's the same? We actually picked the only card in the deck that looks like that. So, Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind, inexperienced, a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. So I feel, and that's so funny, there are 2 pigeons that just came up. I've been seeing robins around the area that I'm filming right now, and I just noticed that they're big, full looking pigeons, 3 of them now. So 3 might be a significant number, 2 might be a significant number. It also reminds me of maybe like the 3 of Cups card, where like the 3 people in the original Rider-Waite tarot deck are celebrating. And in this particular card, we see invitations to social events, right? So I feel a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. I feel like you might be possibly having an interaction or meeting a new person that you can share passionate concerns or emotional experiences. This might not necessarily be like a new love interest. I just saw 444 on the timer, but you might just be connecting with soulmates, people who are in your soul tribe, who are not necessarily meant to be like a romantic relationship per se, but they're friendships that you're cultivating at this time. It may be a new love interest, but I don't necessarily want to portray anything like that if you're coming out of something serious right now. Especially, let's get to the creative side, because we did pull the 8 of Pentacles. Oh, awesome. Wow. Okay, we have the 2 of Summer, which is stuck to another card at the back. But falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness, and the resolution of a problem. So this might be somebody who's likely wanting to apologize to you, or maybe you want to apologize to somebody else. There's definitely a reconciliation vibes. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed is what it says on the bottom. So whether this is a romantic interest, I do feel like it might be a little more on the romantic side. There are 2 people concerned in this who look, one of them looks like, you know, they're kind of caving in a little bit to the other one who's apologizing to them. Maybe, beautiful card. I love like the waterfall in the background. Amazing. I love this deck so much. Yeah, so it was actually recommended to me by a wonderful clerk who resides in working in a house of intuition, and beautiful recommendation. Okay, and then we have the King of Spring. So innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical, a financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. You might be receiving support from somebody you least expected support from. And it also says financial windfall, so you might be receiving unexpected income, unexpected finances, and your leadership skills are needed now. So this might be you like volunteering for a new organization. We also have the Ace of Summer. Open your heart to love. I just see a lot of beautiful like cards right now in your spread, like with this Princess of Summer. I got it wrong. I picked up the back. They look the same. And we have the 2 of Summer and the King of Spring and the Ace of Summer. So I noticed like 1, 2, a consecutive. I felt like a consecutive bump, like 1, 2, like these things are gonna 1, 2, like I've heard like 2 snaps, and right when I said that I saw 808 on the timer. So with this Ace of Summer, with open your heart to love, the beginning of a new intimate relationship or the rebirth of a current one, the awakening of psychic abilities or spiritual epiphanies, huge epiphanies coming your way. As well with the Ace of Summer. I also noticed it's more of like a childlike energy, like a child in this particular photo. Not necessarily, but there's definitely a childlike, or there's definitely like a bushy-eyed beauty to this person. So I definitely feel you're like, it resonates with the particular 8 of Pentacles we had, where I feel like you're gaining this kind of childlike innocence, or not necessarily like childlike, but like almost like a fresh pair of eyes, like a new set of eyes that you're using to make sure whatever you're heading towards, maybe financially or career-wise, and with open your heart to love, I feel like this is actually you putting your love into like passions such as like hobbies or interests or career interests, because like love can come in all different shapes and all different forms. And we have also the innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical King of Spring. And I definitely see there's a lot of like, you might be into fashion, or you might be meeting someone who's into fashion. or like is theatrical. I don't want to necessarily say that is theatrical, but definitely 10 minutes on the timer. But definitely someone who's a like almost bossy came to mind, but I don't want to say like that necessarily. I just feel like maybe this person is a boss, or like you're a boss, like in terms of being like a boss, like in terms of your personality, you know, like you're not afraid to dress up, you're not afraid to dress differently. By the way, dress up doesn't mean you have to wear like expensive I love this outfit, but it doesn't mean like you have to wear expensive things, or like things that are like gold, or you know, fashion like silver or things like that, necessarily like fashionable jewelry or anything. It just means like you have to be comfortable in your skin, in whatever you're wearing, and comfortable wearing your own skin. So it doesn't even necessarily mean clothes. Sometimes fashionable could just mean like the way you carry yourself and the way you talk, and people like the way you carry yourself. Anyway, 11:11 on the timer. I'll end it here.